Welcome to the MarTech Matrix, the podcast that cogently uncovers the business problems each tech company was built to solve. Today, Sean speaks with David Baker, CEO, co-founder, and chief architect of VideoXRM, a business media intelligence platform which provides for the ability to discover, distribute, communicate, and monetize business content. After the show, head on over to themartechmatrix.com for show notes, contact information, and details on upcoming episodes. Now, get ready to enter the Matrix.
David, welcome into the Matrix. How are you today?
Great. Thank you for having me, Sean.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here, David. The VideoXRM platform sounds really interesting. I've explored it myself. But my first question for you would be, when you set out a few years ago to build this platform, was there a specific problem that you identified in the ecosystem that you were trying to solve for?
Yes, the problem we were trying to solve for was the ability to actually find businesses and information about them on the various video platforms. And we just couldn't easily find in a precise and relevant way company video on the other existing platforms. So we set out to build a business media platform that focused on business intelligence with actual information, visibility for the companies, and distribution for the companies.
How does it differ from, let's say, if I went to a company website? So there's a company that I'm interested in, right? I could come to your platform and search for that company or that category, or I could go to that company's website and look at the content maybe they have on their press page, assuming they had something. What's the difference? Do you tend to have more content than they would have on their own website, or is it about sort of the generic search versus the specific company?
Well, companies often have their video siloed in many different places, maybe one of the other existing video sharing platforms, maybe on their website. And what's different about us is we seek to assist the company to not only centralize all of their videos, but to index it, to categorize it, to classify it in a way that it can be easily found by other companies, prospective customers, suitors, partners, etc. So that's what we do. And along the way with the video, we're providing business intelligence that the companies are really not able to provide, nor are the other video sharing platforms at this point. So we're providing a lot of information on each video so decisions can be made.
Okay, that makes sense. I was going to ask you, I have to imagine the listeners were thinking, well, isn't that what YouTube does, right? If I have a business, I can upload my videos, create my own channel. But it sounds like you're taking it a step further where you're helping to extract information from the video so that people that are looking for specific content can find it in a video that it might be buried, right? And so it's somewhere in the middle of the show or a conversation or whatever it is, you're helping extract that information. Is that fair?
Exactly. So we're centralizing their information, we're indexing it, we're tearing it apart so there's more information about each video and therefore each company than the other platforms. Go ahead, Sean.
No, please go ahead.
And when we're doing that, we're allowing decisions to be made, and we're also at the simplest level providing this precise and relevant search, which I talk about often, because if you don't index it, you can't find it. So
yeah.
We find that even the companies themselves have difficulty finding sections of their own video and their own videos within their own playlists on other platforms.
Yeah, I prior to the show, I went on there and I was doing my own searches, particularly around the marketing technology space, and I found a company on there that actually talks very similarly about the industry as we do. And I don't know that I would have found the content anywhere else, right? That interview, it was a good interview with a company called Bonsai. So I definitely see the value in it. What you've built is essentially a two-sided marketplace. Is that a fair assessment? You have companies that are uploading content for distribution, and you have people that are looking to consume content based on their specific business needs, right? How does each side of that platform or audience marketplace, how do they use the platform differently?
Great question. And you're exactly right, Sean. So VideoXRM is a two-sided marketplace. You have companies on one side, viewers on the other. The process is that the companies sign up on the platform, takes them about 45 seconds to do so. They upload their video. then we do two things for the company. So they don't have to do anything other than sign up and upload. We classify their video or videos into one or more industry categories. We have 150,000 industry categories. And then number two, we extract all of the video audio metadata out of the videos. So for example, video audio participants, geographical significance, is the company a subsidiary or a holding company, private or public, et cetera, et cetera. And we do all this so that then when a viewer, regardless of the use case, there's obviously many, many use cases, is searching for something specific like stealth helicopter company in Texas with audit committee, the video can be found. And at the simplest level, we're providing visibility, distribution, and business intelligence to make decisions. And it's the precise and relevant search and the indexing that enables that.
So from a marketing technology perspective, would a good use case be I work for a brand, I'm in brand marketing or I'm in technology at the brand or even an agency, and I'm looking for a specific type of solution. I might come to VideoXRM to search for video content to learn more about the different companies in the space, assuming that they had published content on the platform.
Correct. So they would look within marketing technology or they would look within a specific subject and they would find then the videos that are appropriate to that search and they could watch them, learn from them, take action. The platform also enables communication. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves in this podcast, but there is communication capability. So viewers can contact the companies and companies can contact other companies on the platform.
Got it. I'm just trying to think about the marketing funnel, right? Would you consider yourselves further up funnel, or it seems like if you can communicate, it's much further down funnel, where they're ready to take action because they want to speak to somebody at the company?
Yes, I think our platform is really for actionable information. So it's contacting a company, contacting a viewer, prospective customer, taking action on information from the video. We'll roll out some technology next year that's AI ML based that deals with video summarization, compare and predict. But it's really all about actionable information and visibility and distribution for the companies.
Got it. So given that it's a two-sided marketplace, and it seems like both sides get value out of it, what's the business model? Where does VideoXRM make its money?
So a lot of the platform is very free. It's a freemium model, if you will. So the ability for companies to centralize their video, store it, have it indexed and classified is all free. The ability for viewers, which could be customers, investors, et cetera, to contact companies and vice versa, that's free, and companies to companies is free. The way we make our money is by charging for enhanced visibility. That is to say that companies get free visibility on our homepage through the algorithms that post different videos at different times. The ability for companies to be found on our video audio database, also free. So anytime someone's searching for a company and they come up, that's also free visibility. We run video marketing campaigns for enhanced visibility, and we charge for those additional views, additional impressions, calls to action, and that's how we make money. There'll be another product we'll launch next year, which we can talk about later during this podcast, and we'll describe what that is. It'll be a second product that we're launching. And the third one I already referred to is a AI video audio co-pilot that'll launch next year.
So it sounds similar to like a LinkedIn. I can post content on LinkedIn all day long, but if I want to get more eyeballs on it, I can boost it, they call it, which obviously costs me some money. So that's a revenue stream for LinkedIn. And it sounds like it's similar here, where you can post content, but if you want eyeballs, you might need to pay to boost it.
Correct. I mean, we believe that companies will get more visibility just by being on our platform over time because of the SEO that companies will gain from being on our platform, because it's a business media platform only. On the other hand, if you want more views, more visibility, more distribution faster, then we charge for that.
Got it. And is there any sort of registration for the user? So if I come just to consume content, do I have to tell you anything about myself?
So there's an option for viewers. Viewers can be unregistered or viewers can be registered. If viewers are registered, they get their own dashboard and they can analyze what they've been doing themselves. And then they also have the ability for free to communicate with companies. If they don't want to register, they can just come and consume content like any viewer on any other video platform.
So it's a way for them to save the content that they viewed, maybe share it with colleagues. Okay, that makes sense. So I was checking out the website, and I'm going to quote something. It says, "We connect businesses with their ideal audience and help viewers find the products and services they need." So talk to us about how a company might use the platform to distribute content. If you could focus on an audience, which is, typically our audience, I should say, which is typically consumer brands, ad agencies, marketing technology companies, et cetera. How would you do that?
So from the standpoint of distribution and visibility, a consumer company, for example, would come on our platform. They would run a video marketing campaign. They would utilize the audience targeting, the demographic, geographic, and other targeting that we offer. And they would then target that audience to provide them with views, with impressions, and with conversions to their selected call to action.
So connecting this question back to the previous one, if I'm not registered or if users aren't registered, how do you know if they're the right target audience or not? Do you not serve them personalized ads? How do you approach that?
If I understand your question correctly, Sean, you're asking about the company. So the company would need to register to run a video marketing campaign and to do the targeting.
No, I understand it. So if I'm the company, I post a video and I tell you that my target, and I'm paying you, my target audience is X, Y, and Z. How do you find X, Y, and Z on the platform if people aren't registered? Do you just not serve them the content, or and it only goes to people that are signed in?
So that's up to the company running the video marketing campaign. If they had a combination of precise audience targeting and general audience targeting, they would get unregistered viewers also. If it was only precise targeting and there were viewers that weren't registered, then they would not be targeted. We also do off-platform views as well. So we will actually drive views from other mechanisms, databases, and tools that we use onto the platform, onto that selected video that meet the targeting criteria. So it's both on and off platform. Also, the platform gives the ability to select targeting. For example, this may or may not be appropriate for this example, but all companies, all viewers, all subscribers, or one or more of the three.
Got it. Okay. The website also says that our AI audience targeting and customized marketing plans help businesses narrow down and reach specific user groups, as you just alluded to. So in that regard, it sounds like you're also serving as like a marketing vehicle, or I don't want to call you an agency, but almost like a marketing service for businesses that are posting content on the website.
I think that's correct. For video, we're definitely a marketing service because part of visibility and distribution is marketing. So that's definitely the case.
And when I looked at the plans you offer, are you guaranteeing views of the audience that the company selects when they build if it's precise?
Correct. We are guaranteeing the views, and if there's views that were not consumed for whatever reason, they roll over into the next period and they add to their view balance.
Okay, interesting.
Although we haven't had that issue yet.
Interesting. Okay, so talk to us about the long-term vision for the company. I mean, right now, I think if I could just sum it up, you're a business video platform where businesses can distribute their content, and people that want to consume specific business content can come in and search the videos in depth, right? So it's not just about the subject; it's about what's actually being discussed. So it's a learning vehicle, among other things. Where do you go from here? Like, what's your vision for the platform? 5 years out.
Good question. So our goal for this year, 2024, is to continue to refine the platform, improve the user interface, user experience, improve the flexibility of the video marketing campaigns, make them more robust, for example, email collection within the calls to action. As we look toward the end of the year and next year, We have future products. One of them is a company video channel. For competitive reasons, we can't get into the details, but imagine it's something like a Vimeo, YouTube, Dailymotion, LinkedIn, all video centric, distribution and visibility centric, JW Player-esque channel. So that's a big one for us. It's probably the biggest product we may ever launch. So that's coming up at the end of this year, early next year. We'll also be launching the AI video audio copilot. So you can, again, summarize, compare, and predict video. Probably the capital markets is the biggest target audience for that because they don't have time to watch 7 videos on one topic and manually, watch them, summarize them, analyze, predict. We can do that. That's another one we'll be launching. And then deep into next year, our target is to have localization. So we'll convert the platform into multiple languages, the top 29 or 30 languages globally, based upon capital markets valuations and based upon numbers of population per language. We'll also, hopefully by third quarter of next year, have an app that will launch. So there'll be finally be an app for our platform. Looking out 5 years from now, the hope is that we become sort of the Bloomberg of business media. So a very, very deep and broad platform where you can do basically everything you'd ever want to do with video in terms of actionable information, visibility, and distribution. We really don't want to get it. Oops, go ahead.
No, please finish.
Well, I was just going to say that we really don't want to, at least not at this point, get into the video creation or editing business.
Yeah, is there a world where I'm just thinking about consumer products, right? If I'm a brand, I have a product that maybe needs a little bit of demonstration or explanation, something outside of plug and play, right? Is this a platform where a brand might create content on how people can use their product differently? And then obviously you're doing all your back-end AI work on the video to extract information. And then this is a place where those consumer companies could either link to or send users to engage or to learn more about their products in those videos. Is that a good use case?
I think it is. I think it's a great use case. For us, marketing isn't always that the theme of the video is promote, promote, promote. Sometimes it's education.
Totally.
Sometimes it's how to. Sometimes it's product service comparison. And those can be the most powerful in our view because people aren't necessarily feeling some sort of a pressure, buy. They're being educated. They're being consulted to. And we think that might even be the most powerful way.
Yeah, we talk about personalization a lot on this show. And, obviously to do personalization right, you have to have the data, but you have to resist from saying buy, right? You need to sometimes understand that your product needs a little bit of consideration, help educate the consumer along the way. And there's different platforms for different tactics. And we know they want the sale, but sometimes you push too hard too early, you're going to lose it. So how does somebody get started working with VideoXRM? If I'm a let's start with, I guess there's two sides, but let's start with the business that has the content. They want to get it on the platform. They want to get exposure. What's the process for doing something like that?
So the process is to come to the platform, VideoXRM.com, and sign up as a business, which is very quick. And then after they sign up as a business, the next step is to upload their video or audio, one or many. And then from there, they don't have to do anything. From there, we take about 48 hours to process the videos or audio. And then once they're processed, they get published. And then we notify the company that they're ready. From there, they can run a video marketing campaign. They can upload documents. We haven't really talked about our dashboard or some of the search capabilities, but companies have the ability on VideoXRM to upload documents. It could be a product brochure. It could be a schematic of something, maybe the newest cool style of blue jeans. It could be a variety of different things. And companies can upload that information to their dashboard, and that information can be found by viewers. So there's a lot of power for information sharing. And then again, there's also communication. So they can be communicating with other companies and viewers can be communicating with them. And so it inures to the benefit of the company to do things like fill out as much of their profile as possible, although they don't have to. They can complete what they want, come back later like a LinkedIn, and upload as much documentation, white papers, designs as they like, because the more information you populate, the more the company will be found.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the dashboard. So is the idea that if I'm a company, let's say I'm a car manufacturer, maybe I'm going to upload a bunch of demo videos of my different vehicles. Maybe some are focused on interior, some are focused on the engine, different vehicles they might have in the lineup. But then those videos will link back to my dashboard or to my page on VideoXRM, where then I can watch more videos or download brochures and things like that I might have posted.
Correct. And using the car example, maybe it's a design schematic that compliance has said, okay, you can release this. So that it's only going to help more visibility. So
got it. And it sounds like it's pretty easy for someone consuming content. They can come in, they can create an account, not create an account, and just start searching.
Correct.
Okay.
It's very easy.
How does a company that's paying you measure success? And maybe I should remove the phrase paying you. How does a company that's posting content to the platform, paying or not, measure success of the platform for their business?
We think success is measured in different ways for different companies with different objectives. So, for example, one company may measure success by interest and communications to them on the platform from a viewer. It may be views, it may be impressions, it may be document downloads from their dashboard. So there's a variety of different ways that companies can measure. Just like for the paying customers for the calls to action, one company it's book a call, another company it's to their website, and it just depends on the company, the use case, what they're looking to achieve. But again, we think success is measured in many different ways depending upon what the customer is looking for. And going back to the concept that you brought up, Sean, of not pressuring in terms of solicitation, it might very well be document downloads of a white paper.
Got it. And when they do that, does the company, if a user downloads something, are they getting any of that user information, like who downloaded it?
They're not getting it yet. They will get it in the future.
Got it. Okay. When a company starts to think about how to leverage VideoXRM, what are some common pitfalls that they might be not thinking about? Like, what should they be looking out for? How can they ensure that they're approaching the platform and utilization of it in a way that they can be successful?
Great question, Sean. I think one of the most important things that companies need to recognize is that there's different ways to achieve success. So, for example, as we talked about, it may be downloads of a certain document, it may be views, impressions. But the one thing that I think all companies need to understand is that the more information that they submit, that they upload, that they publish, the more successful they will be. By doing that, they will be found more by completing their profile. There'll be more documents to download. SEO will kick in a much stronger way. Also, on the views and impressions, and it's a function of setting realistic expectations. Marketing, as you know, Sean, it's an investment. It shouldn't be looked at as an expense. That's why they talk about ad spend ROI. So this is an investment, not an expense, and there has to be realistic expectations that an investment has to be made with time and with capital to be successful.
Okay, sounds good. I don't really have any other questions for you. Is there anything else about VideoXRM you want the audience to know in terms of the product and its value?
I think the only other thing I would add is that the more people explore, especially companies on the company side, the more that they invest into VideoXRM, the more they will reap. And from the viewer side, we're going to be pushing another 25,000 videos to the front of the platform that are currently on the back end in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And that's going to provide a much improved, increased experience for all visitors.
Excellent. Well, this has been really informative. I appreciate you coming into the Matrix today and sharing your your background and background on VideoXRM. So again, thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll have you back soon.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it.
Take care.
This episode of the MarTech Matrix was brought to you by the Cogent Collective, a community of marketing and e-commerce leaders. Learn more at cogentcollective.com. For show notes and information on upcoming episodes, head on over to the martechmatrix.com. If you would like to learn more about the companies appearing on this podcast and see if they're a good fit for your company, send Sean a note at sean@cogentcollective.com. New episodes of the MarTech Matrix podcast will drop every Monday, so be sure to subscribe with your favorite podcast network so you can stay on top of what's happening in the Matrix.